here we are. A lot of bumps in the road this morning with our internet service provider having issues and then my Verizon cell service completely out. So we'll get this through and see how it goes, and maybe some people will be hopping back on. Okay, Alicia's back. All right, girl, it's the three of us. Let's do this. Let's do it. We'll get our warm-up on, and hopefully this thing will record all the way through. It won't be a problem. I am hoping. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, here we go. Deep breath up. Exhale. Again, deep breath up. One more time up. And you know the drill, up and over, reach. Hold it. Hold 4, 3, 2, good morning. Good morning, other side. Other side. 4, 3, 2, side to side. Here we go, up. Eight more. 8. 4, 3, 2, 1. Across the body, rotate. Eight more. Then we hit those squats. 4, 3, 2, 1. Squat it down. Down and up. 4 more. 3. Then we're going to do that squat with the knee lift. Here we go. Down and up. Down and up. Have to bring that timer in too. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. And side squat. Side squat. Up. Side squat. Up. Down and up. Nice big movements. Get that body warm up. Total body warm up. Whew. Good work. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Squat only. Down and up. Thank you. Down and up. Whew. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Down and up in that lunge. Down and up in that lunge. 4 more. 3, 2. Hold it low. Little presses. Little presses. Little presses. Woo. 8 more. 8, 7, 4, 3, 2. Back to squat. Down and up. 4 more. 3, 2. All right, other side, leg back. Here we go. Down and up. Hopefully we're still coming through. Last 2. Hold it low. Here we go. Check on it after the warm up. All right, we got a thumbs up. All right, sweet. Or a heart. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. All right. Hopefully everything is coming through okay. You guys are doing fine with me here. Like I said, we had some issues, but hopefully it'll all be okay. We are back live, and all right, we got Nikki. Sunil's back. All right, Anita. I know a few people probably saw the first notice that we were going to be just recording and posting later because of internet issues, but we're just going to give it a try. We're going to do it. We're just going to go through. It looks like we're going to be okay. So we have a small group. That's okay. Everybody else will watch it on playback, and that will be fine. Okay, we have lower body strength. We're going to go heavy weight. Heavy weight if you have an option. We're going to move slowly. It's going to be minute-long intervals. But if you can get 12 to 15 reps in that time because you're moving slowly with purpose, you're going a little bit heavier, because it's a lower body, lots of big muscles in the area that we're working today. That will be good. Okay, so we are going to start with squats. We're going to do 3 exercises, 3 squat movements for a minute each, and then we're going to repeat them for 45 seconds. All right, so grab those 2 heavy dumbbells. We're doing a basic squat, down and up. Make sure your back stays nice and straight. Push the hips back, and push forward with the hips as you come up, a little hip thrust at the top. And yeah, here we go. Then we're going to do a plie squat. We're not going to take any time between those 2, just 15 seconds. And then an uneven squat. So if you have a step or a stair, you're going to put one foot up on that. And we're going to do a plie squat on each side. And then we'll repeat for 45 seconds. Okay, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Ooh. All right. For a full minute. Remember, you're taking your time, moving slowly. All right, here we go. Coming up in. And we're back. All right, 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds. All right, we're hitting that plie squat. Feet are far apart. You can use a kettlebell if you have one handy, or you can bring those dumbbells back to your shoulders. Shoulders back over the hips. Down and up. Here we go. All right, you're pushing evenly through both feet. Shoulders back over the hips. Woo. Focusing a little bit more on the inner part of the thighs, inner part of those upper legs. Taking your time. Full range of motion, squeezing those muscles, squeezing glutes, firing those quads as you stand, as you press up. Make that mind-muscle connection. Make that work for you the most out of your workouts. Whew. Good work, guys. 15 seconds to go. Remember, you're taking your time. You're going heavier dumbbells today. Moving slowly with purpose. Releasing muscle rather than momentum. All right, we're doing uneven squats. So you're going to have one foot up on an elevated surface. The other foot is on the floor. Here we go. Uneven squat. So it's a little bit of a plie squat here as well. Uneven plie squat. If you want, you can even it out a little bit. Bring the foot closer. Totally up to you. Just depends on where you want to emphasize with this one. Oh. Good work, guys. 30 seconds. Woo! Woo! Good work. Stay with me. Almost there. Wow. Oh man, that burns. All right, other side. Other side. Whew.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Remember, you're taking your time, moving slowly. Really focusing on that mind-muscle connection right here. changing the timing. 45 seconds for the next round before moving on. All right, back to that squat, guys. Back to the squat. Here we go, coming up in 10 seconds. All right, here we go. Down and up. Okay, down and up. Woo. Get full range of motion if possible. Bring down as low as you can. Pushing through those feet as you rise. Squeezing glutes at the top. Woo. Good work, guys. All right, plie squat. Plie squat, nice wide stance. Shoulders back over the hips. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Those knees track right out over the toes. Lift from the top of the chest upward. Squeeze those glutes at the top. Really make that connection. It helps. Woo. Squeeze it. Good work, guys. About 15 seconds to go. Woo. All right. We've got that plie squat going on. I'm going to start on this side this time. Plie squat. 3, 2, 1. Okay, go at your own pace, but I encourage you to move slowly with purpose today. Save momentum for Friday's workout. Oh yeah. Woo! Good work, guys. Just about 10 seconds to go. Oh, other side. Woo! Here we go. 2 and 1. Squeeze those glutes at the top. Woo! Good work, guys. Woo! 15 seconds. Good work. Grab some water. Grab some water. Whew. All right, we're changing it up a little bit now. We're going to lunges. We did our squat round. Now we're going to our lunges in the sagittal plane. All right, so we're doing forward lunge onto your step or your bench or your elevated surface. Then we're going to do reverse lunge, and then we do a stationary lunge, just a down and up with one foot on the bench. It's going to burn a lot, but try to work through it. Just try to take deep breaths and do your best to get through. We're doing a minute, so we have 6-minute long segments, and then we repeat for 30 seconds. Okay, so 2 dumbbells. We're going to start with a forward lunge, forward and back. You're lunging onto an elevated surface, so you can really drop that back knee down. I'm going to go very slowly on this one. I want to make sure that I'm working all the way through the muscles that I'm focusing on. If you want to go a little faster, that's totally fine. Just make sure you're working through that big range of motion. All right, guys, here we go. Coming up in 10. All right. All right, here we go. Dropping that back knee down, pushing back. Back knee down. I'm really taking my time on the drop. I want to make sure that I'm stable and I'm working through big range of motion. Pushing back. Whew. Good work, guys. Take your time. If this bothers your knees, you can stick to a reverse lunge. You can stick to the reverse lunge. Good work. Of course, lunging forward onto an elevated surface does help a little bit from catching that front leg, allowing deeper range of motion in the back. All right, we're switching legs. Other leg. If you want to hold your dumbbells down by your side, that's fine too. I'll probably do that on this side. Give it a try. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back knee down to the floor, or toward the floor. Make sure most, if not all, of your heel is on that bench or that step as you lunge forward. Woo! Woo! Oh yeah, halfway there.
That's one side, but
Oh yeah. Woo! Good work, guys. All right, we're working from the top of the step now. Going back. Going backward. Here we go. Yeah. If this bothers your knee at all, drop the weight. Just go body weight or take it to the floor. Woo. Good work, guys. Ugh. Oh, struggling now. All right, other side. Other side. I go from here to here because I feel my arms, tendons are kind of pulling a little bit, so I'll bring my dumbbells up here. Makes it a little bit tougher. guys, do your thing. All right, back to the other leg now. Stationary lunge, down and up, shoulders back over the hips. Here we go. Down and up, down and up. Make sure your entire foot is flat on the bench, the surface that you're standing on, whatever it is, whether it's the floor, just pushing through all four corners of the feet, or of that foot, that stabilizing foot. Woo. Down and up, nice and steady. Take your time. Woo! 15 seconds. Alright, switching legs. Then we repeat that, but only for 30 seconds. Stationary lunge. We'll repeat from the top of the order after the set. For sure. A little less than halfway to go. Ah. Five seconds. Ah. Oh. Yeah, all right, we're gonna repeat that for 30-second rounds. So, don't worry, it'll go by fast. I hit my hip with my dumbbell, ow. And that's after I walked into the bed the other day twice. I think I have a bruise there. Okay, notice how I'm stalling, taking time to catch my breath. Okay, forward lunge for 2, reverse lunge for 2, stationary lunge for 2 sets, 1 for each leg. 30 seconds coming up in 10, yo. Here we go. Forward lunge. Here we go. Almost there. All right, 10 seconds, then we switch to the other leg here. Other leg, forward lunge, coming up in 4, 3, 2, here we go. Take your time, drop that knee down. Woo! Control the movement. Good work, guys. Whew. the bench. Reverse lunge. Here we go. Feel it. Feel it in those glutes. As I go to standing, recruiting the glute muscles. All right, other side. Try not to swing. Really push through the heel of that supporting foot. There you go. Really recruit that glute. Woo! Good work, guys. Woo! All right, stationary lunge. Last 2 rounds before we move on. Down and up. Take your time, dropping down as low as you can. Pushing up through all 4 corners of that front foot. Whew. Good work, guys. Stay with it. 10 seconds. Woo! Put a smile out of me this morning. One more set. We have a short break while I show you what we do next. All right, here we go. 4, 3, switching legs. Shoulders back over the hips. Bend that back knee a little bit as you go down. Woo! 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 All right. Good work, guys. Grab water. We have a next round coming up. Okay. All right, next round. We're doing lunges. More lunges, but in the sagittal, rather in the frontal, we just did sagittal plane. We're doing in the frontal plane, which means we're going to do side lunges, and we're also doing, actually all 3 planes of motion, but we need to get in that rotational, that transverse plane as well. So that means curtsies for you and me, and all 4 of us. How many people we have watching? 4? All right, so that means we're going to do a minute, right, left, for all 3 exercises. So that's 6 minutes of work, and then we repeat for 30 seconds. So we're doing a curtsy lunge from the top of your elevated surface. We're doing a curtsy up to standing, right and left. Then we do a side lunge. You have the option of lunging from the top of your bench. Side lunge, so the leg you leave behind, the one that's on the bench, is the one that stays straight. Most of the time you're going to probably bend it a little bit to come back up. Or you can do this on the floor. If you do it on the bench, you're probably going to need to drop that weight a little bit. And then we're going to wrap that series up with Bulgarian split squats. All of our favorites right here. Right, one leg up. Dumbbells down by your side or on your shoulders, whatever works for you. All right. Needed a little break there. When we go heavier, we need a little bit longer recovery. Okay, guys, we're going to start with that curtsy lunge. Starting with that curtsy lunge. Okay, we're going to go staying on one side. So I'm going to stand on this leg and do curtsy from here. All right. Here we go, guys. Appreciate that. All right, here we go. Curtsy and back up. Woo! This is the heaviest I've gone in a while, which isn't saying a whole lot because I'm only using 15 pounds on my shoulders today, but it's heavier than I've gone in a while. Usually I go lighter for our classes. But today's good. A little heavy for me. Hopefully you're using heavy weights for you. Woo. 10 seconds. All right, other side.
Yeah.
Okay. Other side. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Good work, guys. We're about halfway. Woo. Woo. All right. Side lunge. You can use 1 dumbbell, 2 dumbbells. You can do it on the floor or on your bench, whatever works for you. Whatever works for you. Michelle has 0 dumbbells. Side lunge and back up. Side lunge and back up. I want to be able to get back up on my bench. I don't think those 15s were going to let me. Good work, guys. You can do this all on the floor. Don't forget. You can do this right here. Whatever works best for you, as long as you're pushing your body. Pushing that body. 10 seconds. go. Oh. All right, here we go. Down and up. Okay. Make sure you can see my feet. You can see Brent's feet. That's what I did. Down and up. If it's hurting in places where it's not supposed to, don't do this one. Go back to just a basic squat and keep going, or take a short break. But if it's causing pain, other than that muscle burn in your quads, you need to stop. Listen to your body. Good job, guys. Ah. Other side. Other side. Woo. All right, nice and slow. Take your time. Inside my bones. It's electric, baby, when I turn it on. Woo! Seconds. Oh man. All right, short break. Short break. We're going to repeat that for 30 seconds each round. All right, quick drink of water. And then we go. We start with that curtsy lunge. And we go to our side lunge. And then that's Bulgarian split squat. All right. Woo! Okay, guys. A little bit of a recovery there. 30 seconds each round on this one. And then we wrap it up with our final round, round 4. So let's do this one, get through it, and then we'll worry about what's coming. All right, here we go. Coming up in 10, guys. Coming up in 10 seconds. Good job. Way to hang in there. Going heavy. Heavy for you, whatever that means. Curtsy to standing. That foot goes back to the 8 o'clock or the 4 o'clock, whichever leg you're working to start with. Front foot, stabilizing foot, points the same direction as your belly button when you're standing up on that surface, when you're standing up straight. All right, 10 seconds, we switch sides here. Here we go. Woo! Woo, good work, guys. Other side. Woo! Good work, guys. Come on now. Woo! Oh. All right, Bulgarian split squat for each side. We're done with lunges. Ugh. Whew. Woo! What you trying to do? All right, last set for this round, other leg. Good work, guys. 30 seconds. We get to lie down for our last round. Get in. Woo! Woo woo! Ah. 5 seconds. One more. Ah. Good work, guys. Huh. All right. Short break, catch your breath. Those muscles recover for a sec. All right. Here's what we're doing. We're gonna do three exercises, but one of them is right and left leg, so it'll be kind of like 4. So we're gonna do a prone leg curl. You're gonna need a medium weight dumbbell for this. You're gonna be on your belly, on your elevated surface. Your knees are gonna hang off the end of your bench. I'm gonna swing mine around. I'm gonna show you what we're doing. Break it down. Okay, I'm gonna get my mat. Okay, on your belly. If you don't have a bench or a surface to sit on or lie down on, you can do this on the floor. You're gonna grab that dumbbell. You're gonna put this between your feet. Dumbbells are gonna, you're gonna squeeze dumbbell between your feet. Your knees are gonna be off the edge of the bench. We're doing a leg curl. You come almost all the way up and then all the way down. Then we're gonna flip that around. We're gonna do a hip thrust. So your back is gonna be on, your shoulders are gonna be on the bench, and you're gonna have heavy dumbbell on your hips or 2 dumbbells. And then we're gonna do a quadruped hip and leg extension. You're gonna use that small loop band. So you're gonna wanna grab that too. I'm gonna go grab mine, I'll be right back. So, if you have one of these, we're gonna be using this also. So Neil's got the, Dr. M has the really cool kind that stay on your legs. I think I need to get that for him. Okay, everybody lie down, see if you can get your dumbbells between your feet if you have not already. Okay, I like to squeeze mine between my feet, then I slowly make my way down, squeezing very hard between, like trying to bring my arches together and my knees together to help stabilize. We're going for a minute. You don't need it right there. Not yet.
Okay, I just want to sit right here.
All right, here we go. Coming up in 10. Lying leg curl. All
falling out.
Yeah.
I couldn't hold on to it.
Yeah. It happens. It's
I mean,
okay.
it's just a little bit of a
It's alright.
necessary practice.
Yeah, there's a little technique involved, but it's okay if you're just using body weight. Just squeeze at the top. Don't come all the way up though. Don't come all the way up. That releases tension in the muscle. You want to come about 3/4 of the way. 20 seconds to go. Woo! Good work, guys. Oh my gosh, it's burning. All right, I'm gonna turn it around with a heavier dumbbell. I'm grabbing my 15s. Grabbing my 15s here. Up on my hips. Shoulders and head supported. Hip lift. Hip lift. Okay? Get those hips up. Squeeze those hips at the top. Squeeze those hips at the top. Drop down, tailbone taps toward the floor. Squeeze at the top. 25 seconds. Push through all 4 corners of your feet. Woo. Seconds. All right, grab that band. Put it around your ankles. I'm going to restart the timer so that you have time to put this on. All right, we're going to be down on all fours. All right, coming up in 10 seconds. Coming up in 10 seconds, you're going to be down on the floor on all fours. Those glutes. Woo. Eight seconds. All right, switching sides. Other side. Whew. Repeat for 45 seconds, and then we're done for today. Woo. Keep them flat, or they start to roll. Keep them up a little higher than ankles.
Yeah, it works.
Squeeze those glutes. Good work, guys. Woo! 10 seconds, then we repeat from the top. From the top. So down on your bench. We're going 45 seconds. 45-second rounds. Okay, gonna lie on your bench. If you can, get that dumbbell between your feet. And then we'll flip around and do hip thrust. All right, here we go, coming up in 10. We're getting there. Woo. Come on. All right, guys, sorry. A little trouble here with the timer. There we go. Now remember, you're not coming all the way up. You want to keep continuous tension in those hamstrings and glutes. So you're not coming all the way up. You're coming about 3/4 of the way up and then down. Squeeze those glutes. Push those hips down into the mat. 15 seconds to go. Shoulders on the bench. Push through all 4 corners of your feet. Bring it up. Squeeze at the top, hold for a beat. Squeeze at the top, hold for a beat. Woo! 15 seconds. We put those bands on. And do our quadruped hip extension. Here we go. Woo! Good work, guys. Oh yeah. Woo! 10 seconds. Ugh. All right. Last set, other side, then we get to stretch. Then we get to stretch. Nice. Here we go. Woo. Good work, guys. Just about 10 seconds to go. Woo. Wow. All right. We are done. We are done. Good work, guys. Good work. stay down for our stretch. Just go ahead and stay down on the floor. Stay right down there. Get some cool down music on. And we will cool it down. All right. Good work, guys. Wow. All right. Woo. All right, start on our back sides. Woo. All right, let's pull one knee into the chest. Straight leg up. Hold that hamstring stretch.
Carrying place squat.
Cross the ankle over the knee, bring that knee in. Push that knee open. Open that knee as much as you can. Hold. Pull that knee in a little more. Pull the back of the leg in. Put your hands a little more. And release. Good job. Let's switch sides. Knee to the chest. And then straight leg up. Hold up. Good. Cross that ankle over the knee. Then pull that leg in, but keep the knee open as much as you can. Three, two, and one. Release. All right, let's roll over to our bellies. All the way over. We're doing a lying quad and hip flexor stretch here. Knee, grab that foot, roll into that hip, squeeze the glutes on that side. And if you want, you can lift your leg, but don't pull anymore with your hand. Just lift the leg slightly if you want to. Otherwise, push into that hip, contract the glutes on that side, and hold for that stretch. And release. Push up onto all fours. Little child's pose here. Little child's pose. Push those hips back. Drop your forehead to the floor. Nice little relaxation pose here. Okay, hold that. Hold that there. Just take a couple of breaths. And then bring it all up onto all fours. Bring it around. You're going to bring soles of your feet together. Okay, a little inner thigh stretch here. Okay, let me scoop it because it's a little bit. Okay, inner thigh stretch. Okay, soles of your feet together. I know some of you are super flexible. You can go ahead and apply some light pressure on the knees as you bring your body forward for that stretch. Hold it. Gentle pressure on those knees with the elbows. And release. Good job, guys. Let's bring it up to standing. We're going to hold forward flexion first. So hold that half stand with that reach down toward the floor. Low back and hamstring stretch here. And bend your knees, bring it up. All right, let's take a deep breath in. and exhale. And one more time, guys, deep breath. We made it through, I think, with only one glitch. Yay! Thank you for hanging in there. I'm so sorry about the way that started, but we got it done today. So good job, guys. Thank you. Tomorrow, go heavy. I'll post what you need, but heavy dumbbells, a mat, a step is mostly what we're gonna need. I think a band as well. So in the meantime, be good to yourselves and the people you love. I'll see you guys tomorrow.